Welcome to this lesson on multiple alleles. Multiple alleles represent an important extension of Mendelian genetics. While Gregor Mendel's classic experiments focused on traits controlled by just two versions of a gene, many real-world traits are actually controlled by more than two versions. This concept is crucial for understanding genetic diversity in populations and explains why we see such variety in traits like blood type. Let's start by reviewing what we learned from simple Mendelian genetics. In the traditional model that Mendel described, each gene has only two alleles, one dominant and one recessive. An individual inherits one allele from each parent, giving them two total. However, the concept of multiple alleles expands on this. While an individual still has only two alleles, the population as a whole can have three or more different versions of the same gene circulating. This creates much more genetic variation than the simple two-allele system. Here's the key concept to understand about multiple alleles. First, even though multiple alleles exist in a population, each individual organism still has only two alleles for any given gene. You inherit one from your mother and one from your father, just like in simple Mendelian genetics. Second, it's the population collectively that has three or more different versions of that gene. Different individuals carry different combinations of these alleles. Third, having multiple alleles available creates more phenotypic variety in populations, meaning we see a greater range of traits expressed across different individuals. The classic example of multiple alleles in humans is the ABO blood type system. Three different alleles control blood type: I superscript A, I superscript B, and lowercase I. The I superscript O allele codes for type A antigens on red blood cells. The I superscript B allele codes for type B antigens. And the lowercase I allele produces no antigens, resulting in type O blood. Even though three alleles exist in the human population, remember that each person only inherits two of these three possible alleles. The three blood type alleles have specific dominance relationships with each other. I superscript A and I superscript B are codominant with each other, meaning if you inherit both, you express both A and B antigens. However, both I superscript A and I superscript B are dominant over the lowercase I allele. This means if you inherit I superscript A with I, you'll have type A blood. If you inherit I superscript B with I, you'll have type B blood. Only when you inherit two lowercase I alleles will you have type O blood. These three alleles and their dominance relationships produce four possible blood type phenotypes. If your genotype is I superscript A or I superscript I, you have type A blood. If your genotype is I superscript B or I superscript BI, you have type B blood. If you inherit both I superscript A and I superscript B, you have type A B blood, showing both antigens due to codominance. Finally, if your genotype is II, meaning two recessive alleles, you have type O blood with no antigens on your red blood cells. Multiple alleles aren't limited to human blood types. Rabbit coat color is controlled by four different alleles that determine fur pattern and pigmentation, creating a variety of coat appearances. Many flowering plants have self-incompatibility systems controlled by dozens of different alleles, which prevent self-fertilization and promote genetic diversity. Perhaps most impressive are the HLA genes in humans, which are involved in immune system recognition. These genes have hundreds of different alleles in the human population, helping explain why tissue matching for transplants is so challenging. Let's review the key takeaways from this lesson. First, multiple alleles expand genetic diversity far beyond simple dominance and recessiveness. Instead of just two options, populations have three or more versions of certain genes. Second, even with multiple alleles existing in a population, individuals still inherit only two alleles per gene, one from each parent. And third, multiple alleles create complex inheritance patterns, including codominance, where both alleles are fully expressed in heterozygous individuals. Understanding multiple alleles helps explain the rich genetic variation we observe in natural populations.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.